New York City police officers being doused with water while on duty and doing nothing. Is it a crime? The answer is yes. Hello everyone, I'm attorney Joe Pometto. Welcome to the Joe Pometto Law Show. Today we're going to take a look at some videos that have gone viral of New York City police officers while on duty being doused with water by civilians. These officers then have no reaction at all. I want to talk about this from a legal perspective. Is it a crime? I also want to talk about it from a wider societal perspective. Should these officers take action, and what is the impact on society of the officers not taking any action and these videos going viral? So we're going to take a look at that video. But before we begin, if you enjoy the Joe Pometto Law Show, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. This incentivizes me to create more videos. Also, if you have videos that you would like me to analyze, you can send them to my email, which is in the description. Here's the thing. I can't analyze other people's videos unless there are free usage rights. I can get a copyright strike for just taking someone else's video. A lot of people have suggested me taking other videos from YouTube. Unless it's free usage rights, I can't just grab that video. I'd be happy to talk about it, but I can't do my regular analysis. So if you have some original video that you would like me to take a look at, please email it to me. If you find a video that is free usage, I would be happy to take a look at it. So thank you for tuning in. Please, again, like, subscribe, and share. Now, let's take a look at this video and analyze it afterwards.
No, they not. No, the they not. Oh my God, they came over here to talk to them that they violated. Yo, they violated them. They violated them. No, they violated them. Oh, they not stopping. Oh my God. Y'all get back in your car. Black. Oh my. They laughing at them. What they saying?
Get some water, fuck it. Let me see some, huh? Let me see some,
So what we just watched was a mashup of three videos. In the first video, it appears the police are doing some sort of traffic investigation as they're standing near a car when civilians sort of surround them and start to douse them with buckets of water. At one point, a bucket is thrown at one of the officers. It appears to hit his head or his back and then fall away. The second video is a couple of officers who are walking along the sidewalk. They're getting blasted with water as well. I believe those officers were responding to some sort of call when this crowd or some of the civilians around the area started to hit them with the water. And then the third video, which is perhaps the most incredible, shows a woman being hit with buckets of water over and over again while she's standing in front of a police vehicle with the police inside, and the police are taking no action at all. Now, in the videos that I used, I don't believe you can hear it, But in one of the videos, because I watched this from a lot of different angles, I believe one of the civilians throwing the water says something along the lines of, throwing water on people isn't illegal. Throwing water on people isn't illegal. They can't do anything. I'm here to tell you, as a criminal defense attorney and a trained lawyer, it is illegal. I can speak to you about Pennsylvania law. Most states are the same. Let's talk about the many ways in which it is illegal. Number one, under Pennsylvania law 5503 state code, disorderly conduct. It is defined as creating a hazardous or physically offensive condition by any act which serves no legitimate purpose of the actor. I can tell you, throwing water on someone who's not inviting it or is not participating in a game is disorderly conduct. Throwing a bucket on someone is definitely disorderly conduct. Throwing water on them over and over and over again, there's no doubt in my mind it fits this definition of disorderly conduct. Now, you may say water doesn't hurt anybody. That's not necessarily true. People could have certain medical conditions where they may react to water. Okay, they may have medical devices that can be damaged or hurt by water. The police who are being doused here may have equipment which is damaged by water, and destruction of property is in itself another crime. So I don't see any way in which throwing water on a person is not disorderly conduct. Under the PA code, and likely the code of every state in the United States, the police could have charged every single one of those individuals who threw water on them or on that woman in the last video. Now, if water was being thrown in the context of a playful game, then it would not necessarily be a crime. But where the people who are being hit are not participating in a game and there's no consent of any kind, it is almost certainly disorderly conduct. Now, let's talk about the more serious crimes that it could be. It potentially could be a simple assault, which in Pennsylvania is a misdemeanor of the second degree. Simple assault is defined as an attempt to cause or intentionally or recklessly causing bodily injury to another. The law itself covers the attempt and the actual causing of bodily injury. However, an action can fit the definition of a simple assault simply by the attempt to cause bodily injury. Again, that may sound like a stretch to you, but under a whole bunch of circumstances, throwing large buckets of water on someone, especially over and over again, could cause them physical harm in a number of ways. What if water gets into their nose or their mouth and they choke? What if water gets into their eye and does damage to their eye? What if that individual has an ear implant and water gets in there and causes damage to the ear implant? There's a strong argument that throwing buckets of water, especially large buckets, very forcefully fits a 2701 simple assault in Pennsylvania. There's also, the definition also covers an attempt by physical menace to put another in fear of imminent bodily injury. So that is just causing the person to fear bodily injury can be defined as a simple assault. In my legal opinion, it would have been within the realm of those officers to arrest every one of those individual people and charge them with simple assault and or disorderly conduct. Now, there's an even greater crime in Pennsylvania that may have been appropriate here. The simple assault definition, attempt to cause or intentionally knowingly recklessly cause bodily injury to another, is a simple assault. But when it's done to a police officer in the line of duty, it's an aggravated assault, 2702.1. I've seen individuals charged with aggravated assault on an officer by spitting on them. You tell me how spitting on someone is any different from throwing water on a person. If spitting on someone is a crime, throwing water on someone is a crime. So the actions that these people took to the officers and or to this woman that you saw in the last video fit the definition of multiple crimes. There may even be more. Also fit the definition of multiple civil infractions. And in the one video where they throw the bucket at the officer, it is surely a simple assault. They actually threw an object that hit someone. Let me say this. I'm a criminal defense attorney. I go toe-to-toe with the police on many of my cases. There are good police and there are bad police. But we need to recognize that police overall are doing a very dangerous job and they're putting themselves at risk. This behavior that we saw in these videos and that is taking place, I think is very sad. It is not good behavior at all. It should not be condoned in any way. And I do believe that these people should be picked up and charged because this type of thing cannot be encouraged. And that's where I want to talk about sort of, the social side of these videos being made, these actions being taken, and then them being plastered all over the internet in the news. Well, let me start here first. So some of the news channels were saying, well, should they have arrested these individuals? And they said the reason that the police didn't arrest is because they wanted to de-escalate the situation. They didn't want the situation to become more heightened. Say they make an arrest and then who knows, they could have been under physical assault. Okay. There's a valid point there that certain situations you want to de-escalate and maybe it's better that the police don't react. I don't think this is one of those situations. And the reason why is you just watched 3 videos. Just one video is enough to encourage copycats, okay? We could see this across the country. It could blow up in New York City more and more until someone actually really gets hurt. And then it's going to be all over the news for days and days. So I believe that the police should take action against these individuals because they need to discourage copycats. If this was a one-off thing, all right, and it wasn't on video and the police didn't want to de-escalate the situation, I understand. But at this point in time, it's only going to escalate. The line needs to be drawn somewhere. So I do believe that the police should take action, especially in this age where everyone has a video in their pocket, a video recorder in their pocket, and these things go viral immediately. And another thing is that this is just water. This is just water until it's not. Until people see them getting away with this and maybe they put a harmful or toxic substance in there and throw it on the police. And I don't know what it could be, but we all know that there is stuff out there that could be mixed with water, that could look clear, some sort of substance. They're throwing on police. The police don't react. They get home. They become sick. They have some sort of negative reaction to it. So this is going to lead to someone eventually getting seriously hurt. And another point is this: it degrades the public confidence in the police, which degrades the police ability to do their job, which is to enforce the criminal code of the state in which they live. So on a slippery slope sort of argument, allowing this to go on could lead to more crime, and maybe crime of a different kind that is of an even more negative nature. Even if you dislike the police and you don't like what they have done, and we can cite numerous instances where the police have hurt or even killed somebody wrongfully, you can't hold all police responsible for the actions of a few bad apples. So they're throwing water on these individuals, degrading the ability of these police to do their job for the actions of a few, and in the greater context of many bad police officers. Okay, this is not the way that you react to that. You go out and you peacefully protest. You call your congressman. You get on social media. You make your voice heard. You don't throw buckets of water on people. It's just the wrong way to go about things. It could also escalate in a direction where the police begin to escalate their activities in response. This thing could roll out of control and turn into something dangerous. So to summarize, number one, the activities that were done here, this dousing of the water, is it a crime? Yes, it fits the definition of a disorderly conduct. It fits the definition of a simple assault, likely fits the definition of a aggravated assault. Other states, it may fit the definition of more crimes. This is definitely a legal activity. Number two, should those individuals be arrested? I believe that they should be, because these things go viral. If this goes viral, it could escalate until someone gets hurt, either by police retaliation or by the people themselves throwing the water on the police. It also degrades the ability of the police to do their job. And number three, it's not fair, even if you don't like police, to hold these other individual police officers responsible for the actions of others. There are peaceful and more effective ways to protest. Go to a place, set up a protest where you can go and you can protest, exercise your First Amendment rights. Get on social media, call your congressman, call your senator. Be a voice. Don't be a part of the problem. Thank you for tuning in. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. If you have any good videos, send them my way. Thank you for watching the Joe Pometto Law Show.